Welcome back to NJ.com. Jackie Friedman here with Sean Reilly, our boys soccer writer for the Star-Ledger. He's in for Chris Orlando, so we're going to give a little Morris County flair to this edition here. The Morris County tournament's underway. First round of games were this past Sunday, and the excitement's already begun.
Yeah, the first upset came in Morristown. They scored 3 goals all season. They were 0-9. They knock off Morris Knowles 3-0. Team they lost to 1-0 earlier. Kind of setting the tone for it's probably going to be a very unpredictable tournament.
Absolutely. We'll talk about a little bit about the top seeds, just who they are and kind of what you expect from them.
Randolph got the #1 seed in the meeting. Kind of surprised because they had a tie in their record against Mendham. And the second seed is Montville, who I thought would get it based on they were champions the past 2 years. 8-0 this year, 7 shutouts in a row after giving up a goal to Morris Hills in the first game. I thought they would get it. I guess, I don't know, it might not matter in the end. Delbarton's right up there too. They're #3. They're ranked in our top 20. They lost to CBA first game of the season. No shame in that. But they lost the game to Randolph last week, which is kind of the game that kind of mixed things up. But you know they're a factor as well. I'm sure a lot of people will probably be glad to see Montville and Delbarton play each other in the semifinals. So one of them will be knocked out of the way.
Of course.
But other than that, Chatham came in 4th. Chatham is 4th because they lost the game to Hanover Park early on. They dominated, but they lost, gave up a goal. Hanover Park is having their best season in about 15 years, so that game really wasn't a fluke, as it turns out. So it'll be a very interesting tournament.
Sure, we want to kind of highlight the wacky part of the seeding that took place before this all began with Morristown Beard, which ended with them beating Kinnelon in the first round.
Yeah, Morristown Beard is kind of odd. Morris County has a rule that if the team shows up or decides to enter later, there's some sort of mix-up, they're allowed to play in a tournament as the last seed. And as it turned out, the seeding meeting, Morristown Beard's assistant coach, for some reason he was late. The coaches already voted, and they didn't add up the votes yet, but they were sort of caught in between, so they decided to, they talked it over, decided what to do, whether to re-vote or put them at the bottom. They decided to put them in the bottom. No one knew who would be hurt by it when they did this. It turned out to be Kinnelon,
right.
And they lost 4-3 after they also lost them during the season, so there's no way Morristown Beard is the 25th
seed. Yeah, exactly. We have the second round coming up this Sunday. We can look at some of those matchups, but also speak to the fact that Morris County here is sticking with their tradition of Sunday tournament games.
Yeah, Essex County has dropped Sunday tournament action. That's my background with soccer goes back to following Columbia growing up in South Orange back in the 70s. I remember as far back as like 5th or 6th grade going to watch games on a Sunday afternoon. Now no longer at Essex County. Kind of bothers me.
Are there any games in the second round of this Morris County tournament that really jump out at you at this point?
Oh yeah, well first of all Morristown Beard because they're the lowest seed, but they play at #9 Roxbury. So that's really 2 teams that they're kind of like where they should be playing right. And that should be a good game. Other ones like Morris Hills, Montville, that should be a good game. Madison, Delbarton, you got a lot of people who know each other in that one. That's a good matchup. Whippany Park, 7th seed. Talking to Coach Tom Olson the other day, he's been coaching there for like 30 years, maybe more than 30 years now. But he's saying how right now his team is playing as good as any team that he's ever had. It's just a question of whether they can sustain it. But the way they're playing right now is as good as he's ever had a team play. And they might be playing Hanover Park as their sister school in the first round. That could be interesting as well.
Absolutely. Again, a lot of familiarity there. Stepping back from the county tournament for a second, we have the second year of the leagues and conferences up there. How's it seem to be going?
Yeah, it's going fine. And also, this is an interesting week, too, because you get to the second time around in all the conferences. For instance, that Chatham-Hanover game, they'll be having that rematch soon. I'm sure Chatham's looking forward to that. And, early in the season, you get some strange results, that the teams aren't really settled in yet. Now they play a month in, and it'll be interesting to see how teams go round 2.
Absolutely. Well, we will try to keep you as posted as we can as the county tournaments and the rest of the season gets underway. So keep coming back to the Star-Ledger and NJ.com. He's Sean Reilly. I'm Jackie Friedman. We'll see you next time.